Alright, so I'm here. It's raining. It's pretty late, so it's very dark. But yeah, I mean, I'm here. Uh, so I thought I would start this off kind of with a little, I guess, update in a sense to some of my art endeavors, I guess you can call them, and kind of how like it just unraveled a little bit. So basically, I uh I got that drawing tablet that I mentioned in another video, and a lot of it was so that I could start drawing pixel art, and I felt like for a while it was actually going pretty good. Like there was, I would say the start of it was like okay. There were some drawings I had that were not terrible, and then the problem was that I started working like a lot more, so I had a lot less free time. But I really wanted to try to make a habit out of drawing something every single day. And it was kind of mixed because uh there were some days where basically my day is getting up, getting ready for work, going to work, getting home from work, and then it's like, okay, this is like the free time I have now. And I mean, there's not a lot of free time, so it's like I kind of have to juggle. I've been at work for 8 hours and I'm tired with just doing all this other shit. So it was tough, but I eventually started to really kind of get into more of a groove, and I feel like initially a lot of the pixel art I was making was very like basic. And I kind of followed the footsteps of this guy named like Will Hess, I think his name is, on YouTube. He made like this cool video. It was like I tried pixel art for 30 days or something like that. Uh, and basically I found his video pretty interesting, and I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll try that too. So I did go for 30 days, and I did also do. I don't 100% remember. I know he said he drew three things on the first day. You can't even really see. You can't even see my fingers. There's no point in me even fucking trying to show that. But he drew three things, and I believe that it was like a house, a car, and a woman or something like that. And so my first day I ended up doing that, and I ended up drawing a house, a car, and a woman. And they didn't turn out very well. And part of that was because I was using my trackpad. I was using my MacBook trackpad, which is probably not great when you're trying to draw things. And from then on, I started using my drawing tablet. My drawing tablet helped out, like, I would say a pretty decent amount. And, man, this rain it's getting a little crazy. But so yeah, so I felt like I was definitely improving, and there were a couple days where I was deciding on what to draw, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna draw one of those things that I drew on the first day. So like I had one day where I drew a house. I drew like a way better house than the last time. Uh, I drew a car, and I drew a way better car than the last time, and I drew a woman, and I drew a way better woman than the last time. And it was like I still felt like I wasn't there yet, but I was definitely improving. And then when work really started to pick up, there were some nights where I got there, I got to my MacBook, and I'm just so tired. I'm just sitting there like, I really want to just go to sleep. I don't want to draw. But like, I gotta draw something. So I kept the streak alive. I wanted to go for the 30 days and see kind of where things ended up. And I kind of felt like it was going decently well. And then I decided to really start putting more time into it. So I started going I started really trying to make bigger things and like things that require more detail, because sometimes I was literally just making like basic shit. So I started trying to make better stuff, and it went like mostly okay, but there were like some nights. There's some nights where like where my head was just at, it was just like sleep. It's the first thing I just thought of was sleep. So I'm just like, I'm gonna draw a guy sleeping, or like I'm gonna draw a bed. That's like how bad it got for a little bit. And eventually I kind of found myself phoning it in a lot with like the daily stuff, because it's so hard to fit it in every single day. Even after like 30 days, I was still doing it because I was like, well, I might as well just keep going, right? But the more I did it, the more it was just like, man, this is not great. Like, I am progressively getting worse. So I did start trying to put in more effort into it. But basically, what happened ultimately was that I just was phoning it in again. And I kind of felt like I got a little better. Like, I watched a bunch of like tutorials and stuff. But overall, it just fucking... I just really phoned it in towards the end. And it's like, my phoning it in was better than when I phoned it in before. Like, I was still like kind of doing shading and using different colors and that sort of thing. I was getting better with that. But I was still phoning it in. That's the problem. I was phoning it in. And so it just felt like I wasn't putting any effort into it. It's like, if you want to draw every day and you decide to draw every day, by like 5 minutes before going to bed, you just scribble some lines into a notebook every day. Does that really help you improve that much? And I mean, like, I guess to an extent it could. But for me personally, it didn't really help me that much, I think. As things started going along. And so it just kind of made me rethink a lot of things, because I had set these really small goals for myself where it's just like, draw something every day. So it's like, okay, I'm drawing something. So some days it was literally just, like, the other day it was literally a slice of pizza. I drew a slice of pizza for the thumbnail, because I didn't know what to put for the thumbnail. So I was like, fuck, slice of pizza. And there's some nights where I was just drawing stuff from like work. I was just drawing like slicers or drawing meat. Because I've kind of gotten this idea. Maybe this might be worth it for another video. Maybe I'll go more in depth in another video on this. But I had this idea of like, what if I made a game to like kind of tell my whole experience in the deli or something? And I feel like it would kind of be maybe like something like Papers, Please, for example, like the gameplay, where it's you know, you're doing a job, you're helping people, and you're encountering all sorts of weird people. Or I think also another example of it could be like Valhalla. Is it called Valhalla? Because it's like, technically, isn't it like VA11 or something like that? I don't know. But you know, the cyberpunk bartending game, that game, I thought was really cool, because you just got to meet all these characters and is interesting. And it kind of, I guess, teaches you a little bit about working the job as a bartender, I guess, in a sense. And I was kind of thinking that could be like an interesting idea for like my job, because I feel like there's so much stuff you don't know in a deli. And also I feel like a lot of people are never going to slice a meat in their lives. They're never going to understand how it feels and how hard it is sometimes to like get the thicknesses that you want, or like when the slicer just fucks up and it just doesn't cut well, especially like the first cut, it just doesn't cut well. I just feel like there's a lot I could do to really like showcase what my experiences are in a deli, and like with coworkers and stuff too. I was thinking it could be fun, and I get a lot of ideas in my head while I'm at work. Like sometimes I'll deal with customers and I'll be like, that would be a part of the game. Just have like one customer, where they just like don't take the thing, or they like make you re-slice something. I was thinking like the grab and goes, because you know they have like in supermarkets they have like pre-sliced cold cuts, and so I was thinking the grab and goes would be like the practice thing where like you could go in and you could like practice slicing by doing grab and goes, and like maybe it'd be like a chill thing too, because you could just sit there and just kind of mindlessly cut stuff, because sometimes I do that during work, like legitimately. Oh, and there's a train coming, and the rain is expected to end in the next few hours. But there are times where I'm slicing something for a customer. Man, can this train stop? Or what? Can it stop being loud? It's still. I'm just gonna wait for it to go, because it's gonna cut me off at the worst time. It's gonna cut me off at the. Where are you? Give me a sign. Oh, I think it's coming from that way. That it just reminded me. It's saying, "Where are you?" We used to play a lot of Phasmophobia, and my one friend, he would do this very funny voice where he would just be like, "Where are you? Give me a sign. Are you here? Show yourself." Like, you know, the really like generic, I guess, or kind of like cookie cutter lines. Like if somebody was making like one of those like presentations for Anthem, if you remember like that presentation for Anthem, you make like a really cookie cutter kind of like corporate friendly video of gameplay for like Phasmophobia. It'd be like that. It'd be like, "Where are you? Give me a sign. John Smith," or something like that. "John Smith, show yourself." It would be like that. Anyways, though, now that the train is passed, I don't have to talk about Phasmophobia anymore. Which, I was talking about deli stuff. So yeah, like, there are just a bunch of moments where I'm like, this would be a funny moment in the game, and then like the grab and go thing would be like potentially cool. Okay, because I remember now, I was talking about sometimes when I'm slicing stuff, I actually just like get lost in the sauce, and I just keep slicing, and then I forget. I'm like, oh shit, this customer wanted like a pound, or this customer wanted like half a pound, and I might have just sliced over half a pound. I've done that a bunch of times because it's just so easy to just keep slicing. It's like all right, yep, just keep slicing, and then it's like, oh shit. But yeah, so I ended up drawing like some stuff from work, like drawing meats or trying to draw like the slicer. It was, you know, it was pretty interesting. But oh my god, those lights are blinding, man. I kind of just fell off of doing it, and it's just, there are some nights where I was just so drained of energy, and it's like I'm already doing other stuff too, because I'm making these videos every single day, or well, uploading these videos every day, we'll say, and that means editing, and that means the thumbnail, and that means all that. So doing the pixel art on top of it, I feel like was just too difficult. And then on top of that, I do my other stuff too. So it's just like, it's another thing to add on to like the end of the day, and it's not great. And maybe the solution is doing it earlier, but I don't know, I have a hard time doing it early. Like, I have a hard time doing stuff early as it is lately. I feel like my schedule's got so fucked up because my arms are fucked up. And they still are kind of fucked up, by the way. It's been like over 2 weeks, And yeah, but basically it's probably just inflammation from using them way too much, and so I have to just kind of slow down and not exercise, which sucks. I want to exercise, but I've been avoiding exercising and just taking a lot of ibuprofen. It's probably what I'm gonna do when I go home, to be honest. I also I am horrible at taking pills. Like, I literally cannot swallow pills. I've tried so many times, I can't do it. And so, I ended up just getting, like, children's, ibuprofen, like, chewable things. And they're basically, like, half of what would normally be, like, an Advil pill. So, I was taking, like, 2, but now I've been taking 3. I think I might need to take 4, potentially. I don't know. They're like 100 milligrams each, but I'm not gonna lie, they're pretty good. They're pretty good. I might get addicted to children's ibuprofen chewables. No, but like, I don't know. I have this very weird thing. Like, even when I was a kid, for some reason I loved the taste of like medicine. So it's like if people get like grossed out, they're like, ew, like that tastes horrible, and like the cherry or the grape or something, I'm like, ooh, that was pretty good. People are like, what the fuck, you like that? You like that? But I do. I don't know. I think it tastes pretty good. Like these children's Motrin, whatever, ibuprofen things, they taste pretty good. They taste pretty good. But yeah. So I don't know. That's kind of been something. I feel like my daily schedule has gotten thrown off so much from what it was like at the start of this month. It's just completely different from what it was. And it sucks because I actually really liked it. It felt like I had a lot of structure in my life, and now I just have like zero structure and everything just sucks. So, yeah. But that kind of ties into the pixel art thing because I lost a lot of that structure. And so, literally just, was it last night? Yeah, it was. It was last night. Because last night was a little bit of a mess. And, yeah, it's just been very tiring at home. And on top of that, I have to fucking work. And work is not easy, especially right now, because, as I'm recording this, it is the day before Thanksgiving. And fortunately, I'm off on Thanksgiving, so that's good. I get my little break, I guess. But I had to put in a lot of work this week. It was a tough week, and it's like, I'm in a deli, so it's not as, crazy as it would be, like, I mean, probably like meat, for example. In meat, they probably have a lot more shit to deal with. But, like, there's still a bunch of customers in the store, and they're gonna come to the deli, and they're gonna order stuff from the deli. And also, our deli, we have some, like, stuff for Thanksgiving too, so that doesn't help. But, whew, it was a tough week. But I pulled through. And, yeah, but last night, I just did not have the energy to do any pixel art, so I was like, you know what, like, I'm phoning it in anyway, I'm just gonna end the streak. So I think I went 84 or 85 days, I think, straight pixel art every day. And then I feel like a lot of my, like, passion for it just kind of waned because, like, it's hard to be passionate about something when you're, like, about to fall asleep. I was about to fall asleep so many times last night. I was like, when I was trying to upload the video last night, I was literally like, I just kept almost falling asleep with like the laptop in my lap, and I'm just sitting there like, oh shit, I have to not fall asleep. This laptop will end up on the floor if I fall asleep. So, yeah. It kind of sucks that I've finally broken that streak, but I also feel like it's a little bit freeing. And I think what I've learned is that it's not necessarily a bad idea. I think especially at the start, I think it was helpful. But there becomes a point where it's like scribbles no longer are the thing that, is going to push me forward anymore, right? It's no longer just making some tiny little thing in like 2 minutes is not going to push me forward. I need to start really trying to make stuff that is meaningful to me. And that's not going to happen in like 2 minutes after I'm tired from work and I'm about to fall asleep. So, I think maybe I could like set something where I like make something, more high effort in like a week, something like that. That might be the path forward, maybe, at this point. And really just trying to nail down like details instead of just drawing a million different things. I think that probably is a good idea. But yeah. I don't think I have much else to really say about the topic. Kind of sucks that I didn't really, I feel like, improve that much from it as I could have. Like 80 days, I mean, it's a long time. And I probably should have improved more than I did. But I'm just tired, man. Like, I'm just tired. It's hard to want to do something when you're tired. Especially something that requires, like, actual brain power and creativity. It's hard. So, yeah. I don't really have much else to say other than that. But I do highly recommend watching that video from Will Hess. I'll try to leave a link or something. Because I do think it was a very good video, and I think it really kind of showcased why, at least at the start, it's pretty good to just draw every day to learn, because you get that kind of basic feeling. So, yeah. But that's pretty much it. So, yeah, I guess that's it.